In today's video, I'm going to be doing an unboxing and assembly of our Prolux 10-quart backpack vacuum cleaner. Alright, so here's the box. This video will also be for the Prolux CB10, which is the blue 10-quart. The blue and black 10-quarts are the same, just a different color. So go ahead and get your box cutter and cut all the tape. Be careful not to cut yourself with the box cutter or knife. Once you got all the tape cut, go ahead and open up the flaps. You'll find the insert with your free maintenance tool. Kind of goes over some common troubleshooting and easy assembly. Once you open up the other flaps, you are exposed to the vacuum and all of its tools and accessories. Okie dokie, so let's start taking everything out. You got the owner's manual. You have the wands. You got the 50-foot extension cord. You got a pack of bags, upholstery tool, crevice tool, carpet tool, hard floor tool. Quick note, you can use these for either or. Just depends on your vacuum surface, not your vacuum surface, your floor surface and what you need to use them for. You got the duster brush. Then you got the actual vacuum with the protective foam. And then underneath the vacuum, or depending on which way you open the box, you might find this first, but then you have the hose. Alright, so now that we have everything out of its wrapping and packaging, I'm going to kind of go over the vacuum itself real quick. So this is our Prolux 10-quart. It has 3 different types of filtration. So if you undo the clamps holding the lid on and remove this, the first thing of filtration is you're going to have this closed top micron bag. Then you're going to have the inner cloth bag. And then the last type of filtration is probably going to be the most important, and it's this huge HEPA filter. With traditional backpack vacuums, kind of like Pro Teams, you get that very small dome filter that sits at the very bottom of the motor. Whereas with this 10-quart Sterilink filter, it's a huge HEPA filter that just helps filter all those small dust particles and dirt that gets past the bag and the cloth filter. So this is the best feature for the 10-quart besides the other 2 types of filtration. It's this giant filter. So you got 3 stages of filtration, which I just mentioned. 150 CFM, which is plenty of power for any job you might need to use this for. HEPA filtration, you can use this for commercial use or home use. That is totally up to you. On the back you have a nice padded adjustable harness. It can fit pretty much any body type. And then as for the tools, you're going to have 1.5 inches, which is pretty big for or pretty standard for commercial use. Whereas like residential vacuums, it's usually 1 inch or 1.25 inches. So with this 1.5 inch diameter, you can pretty much suck up anything and you don't have to worry about clogs. But if for some reason you do get a clog, it's very simple to troubleshoot and remove. So now that we got that out of the way, I'm going to show you guys how to assemble everything, and then we're going to move on to probably the most common issue with this backpack vacuum, and that's how to attach the tools to this collared piece for the wand. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to attach the extension cord to the power cord and then how to feed it through to the cord holder. This is very easy, so go ahead and attach the power cord to the extension cord. Get a little cord or some slack, kind of bend it over, grab the cord holder, and you're going to feed it through this bottom hole, and you're just going to put it over this triangle piece like that. Just kind of push up on the cord holder so you got some tension, and there you go. Your extension cord is attached to the cord holder, so you don't have to worry about this coming unplugged while you're using it. Okay, so for the assembly process, I find it pretty easy to attach the hose first, and then you can put the vacuum on and then attach the wands and then the tools. So for the hose, you're going to find the 90-degree elbow piece and just plug that directly into the top of the vacuum. Sometimes it might be stiff because this is new plastic. So if it's hard to get in, you can take a heat gun and just heat this up so it's more flexible and then push that in. Once you got it in, just kind of give it a couple tugs to make sure it's not coming out. Now that you got the hose on, go ahead and put this beast of a vacuum on your back. Okay. And then from here, go ahead and do all the clips together and kind of adjust the vacuum so it's comfortable. Alright, and then for the wands, it's pretty straightforward. Got a button lock. So put the wands together. If it doesn't slide over the button lock, you need to depress the button lock. And slide it in until you hear it click. And then to attach the hose, you're going to attach it not to this piece, but to the opposite end that has this ribbed piece going around the whole end of the wand. So get your hose and just slide it on. Slide it on all the way till it won't go on anymore. Just like that. Okay, so that's pretty much how you assemble the Prolux 10 quart. So now I'm going to move on to how to attach the tools to this collared ring piece on the wand. Alright, so now we're going to go over how to attach all the tools to the wand. Kind of give you guys an idea of how this works. If you take the collared piece off, inside is this I think it's a brass, might be copper, but it's this C-ring. And as you put it into the grooves of the tools and you tighten this collared piece down onto the tool, this C-ring collapses, holding the tool on. So if you're trying to attach the tools and you notice that you're screwing this piece down as hard as you can and the tools aren't staying on, it's probably because this copper piece or the C-ring isn't in the groove of the tools. So to demonstrate, we're going to put it in here. We're just going to tighten down slowly and kind of just tug on the tool as you're tightening. And just like that, it's on. Be careful not to tighten this too hard, because if you get it really on here, it is a pain to loosen. So as you're tightening it, just kind of check the tool to make sure it's not loose and it's not coming out, but also make sure you're not tightening this down too hard. So once you do it a couple of times and you get used to it, it's not that bad. but it can be tricky. See, just like that, it's on. There is some wiggle room, but it's not coming out. You can also attach the tools to the hose. So you're going to attach them to the hose piece that connects to the upper wand. So say you want to dust something, grab the duster, and you just slide it in like that. You can pretty much do any tool you want. Just make sure that you just put it on as far as you can, and it's going to use friction fit, so while you're inserting the tool into the hose, just kind of twist it while you insert it, and that'll create a friction fit and the tool won't fall out. So you got a couple different options when you're wanting to use the tools. You can use the hose or you can use the wands. So that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you guys found it informative and now you have a understanding of how to hook up and use the vacuum. If you guys have any questions, please email us at service@proluxcleaners.com and we'll get you taken care of. I'm Kyle Prolux. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.